In the deep, superstitious traditions of ancient Japan, there is a creature that strikes more fear into the heart of a soldier than any machine gun or tank. It is the kitsune, a supernatural fox spirit capable of possessing souls and bringing divine punishment. In 1943, the masters of psychological warfare at the OSS decided to turn this ancient nightmare into a living, radioactive reality. This was the birth of Operation Fantasia, a plan so deranged and terrifying that it remained buried in classified archives for decades. The goal was not to destroy the enemy with bullets, but to shatter their sanity by unleashing a horde of glowing, demonic ghosts across the Pacific. If you think you've heard everything about World War II, you aren't prepared for the night the Americans tried to weaponize the supernatural. The architect of this madness was Ed Salinger, a man who believed that the Japanese obsession with folklore was their greatest military weakness. He proposed a psychological strike that sounds like a horror movie plot. The OSS would capture hundreds of live foxes, spray them with a newly invented blindingly bright radium paint, and release them near Japanese villages and military outposts. To a superstitious soldier in a dark jungle, these wouldn't be animals. They would be Kitsune-bi, or spirit fires, a literal omen of death and divine wrath. But making a fox look like a demon was only the first step. Salinger wanted to ensure the terror was absolute, including the use of chemical sprays that mimicked the scent of the supernatural and speakers to blast ghostly wails into the night air. The technical challenges were a nightmare of American industrial mischief. The radium paint developed for the foxes was so toxic and luminous that it actually caused the animals to glow with an eerie, pulsing white light that could be seen from miles away in the darkness. During secret trials in Rock Creek Park, Washington, D.C., the effect was so convincing that locals began calling the police, reporting glowing ghosts roaming the woods. The OSS realized they had created something truly haunting. However, as the plan moved toward the final stages, the scientists faced a problem they hadn't predicted. Foxes are notoriously difficult to control. They didn't just run toward the enemy. They ran toward anything that moved, including their own handlers, glowing like radioactive demons the entire time. In the end, Operation Fantasia was deemed too unpredictable and dangerous to be deployed on a massive scale. The High Command feared that the glowing ghosts might cause as much panic among Allied troops as they would among the enemy. Like the bat bombs and the explosive flour, the ghost foxes were shelved as the United States turned its focus toward the devastating power of the atomic bomb. But the legacy of Operation Fantasia remains a chilling reminder of how far the Department of Dirty Tricks was willing to go. It was a time when the line between science and superstition was blurred, proving that sometimes the most effective weapon in war isn't a bomb. It's the darkness that lives inside the human mind.